Well, Karen, when the murder took place in 1969, the testimonies against Milgard's innocence painted him as the one and only culprit. But as time went on and Larry Fisher's streak of violence against women came into the picture, police have begun to connect the dots between the two crimes. So the true mystery lies in how Larry Fisher ties into the death of Gail Miller, and I am here to lay down the verdict. During the autopsy, a vaginal aspirate was withdrawn and evidence of degraded spermatozoa was found. In hindsight, discarding this piece of evidence was a huge mistake. It may have provided material for DNA typing at a later date. Perhaps Emson's reason for discarding the vaginal aspirate was that its value for serological testing did not yield conclusive results about the perpetrator. In 1990, DNA fingerprinting was an emerging forensic technique used to identify individuals based on the characteristics of their DNA. Labs across the world were getting their hands on this form of scientific analysis. However, another 5 years was devoted to troubleshooting the precise methodology for DNA fingerprinting. Dr. Williams issued a formal request for testing the victim's clothes in the United Kingdom laboratory on January 6, 1992. Meanwhile, scientists at the RCMP laboratory in Saskatchewan began discussing advanced methods involving old and small quantities of contaminated samples. However, since the UK lab only agreed to complete testing using the DQ alpha system, leading serotologist Patricia Elaine decided that DQ testing was insufficient. The DQ alpha system could exclude someone as a donor, but had low powers of discrimination. Besides DQ alpha analysis, other testing options available were short tandem repeats, amplified fragment length polymorphism, and restriction fragment length polymorphism. Prior to sending off crime scene evidence to the UK laboratory, the best items were chosen by serotologist Patricia Elaine and her team from the RCMP laboratory. Fortunately, a semen stain of sufficient quantity was found suitable for PCR-based DNA fingerprinting technology. Due to the delicacy of the situation, it was only natural for scientists to debate, refute, and defend their views as they came to a unanimous decision. Finally, in 1997, the UK and RCMP laboratories came to a consensus. It was critical that the best possible test be used. This test was PCR-based short tandem repeats. The results acquired from Milgard's DNA testing was compared to the DNA results obtained from PCR-based short tandem repeats. The efforts of scientists David and Joyce Milgard were finally rewarded. The DNA results confirmed that Larry Fisher was indeed the murderer who killed Gail Miller, and this also led to the exoneration of David Milgard, who was 40 years old at the time of his release.